he was the pick after somebody. After somebody.
That pick was probably ours.
Yeah.
Craziness.
That
I'm just looking. I'm going through.
Picked right after Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, I should look it up, just because it's fun. He doesn't become a restricted free. He becomes a unrestricted free agent.
Who?
Jokic.
When?
Not next season. The season after.
So the same season as Clay and.
Yeah.
Is he?
I want him.
Is he
Start
Russian?
the rumors.
Is he Russian?
I don't know. He was drafted round 2, number 41 overall in the 2014 draft. He's only 22 years old.
14. That was the same. That was the Plumlee draft.
I don't want to hear this from you.
So we skipped him.
Yeah, no, he does not become a restricted free. He can
shoot.
Oh, he's awesome. He is awesome. But they'll keep him. They're not letting him go.
Pretty soon it's going to be everyone goes west, and then the west is just the NBA.
They're going to start coming back east.
And then the east is the D-League.
They're going to come back east.
Was it ever this lopsided? When the Nets were good in 2001, 2002, there was no one in the east was winning.
No.
Finals.
No, that's why we made the finals.
Don't say that. We would have been a 7th seed in the west, but remember Dallas, San Antonio.
Yeah, there were
Houston,
some squads.
Sacramento, LA.
Yeah. Those were all championship teams eventually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you had LA, you had San Antonio.
Sacramento was good.
They didn't win a championship.
No, I'm just saying.
But
then you had
San
Dallas.
Antonio won during that. I mean, during the Vince Carter era, San Antonio was.
Dallas made the finals.
Then they won in
2006. They made the finals in 06 and they won it in 11.
Yeah. Our boy got his title, J. Kidd.
Yeah. Houston had T-Mac and Yao Ming. They were good.
Yeah. This might be the same as then. But it flip-flops.
No, the East. When was it was LeBron. The East hasn't had one champion outside of LeBron since when?
Well, nobody's been to the finals in 7 years.
Boston, and then a bunch of years before that, Detroit, and then Jordan. That's crazy.
I didn't even realize that.
The East has been trash.
Or we've had really one dominant team, and no one can beat LeBron. What this is going to be year number 8 if he goes?
Yeah, but at some point he's going to have to catch some heat for going to the finals and not winning.
Oh, he is. He's still one of the greatest players of all time. It ain't going to change anything.
But 6-0 is going to be better. After this year, Curry's going to tie him in finals wins.
Yes.
And then next
Curry's
year,
going to surpass him.
And then next year Durant might
if they all stay together, Curry, Green, and Thompson, they surpass Jordan.
So here's my argument. How could you be the best player ever or top 2 and so many people outring you in your
I think you got to look at
your reign.
His career and the numbers.
Yeah, but that's
Are NBA players judged solely on championships like quarterbacks are in the NFL?
No, but it's unfair because today's NBA is so much. The league is driven on efficiency, better shooting, softer rules. So when you look at Jordan's era,
rough and tumble.
And imagine Jordan in today's era without no big man, without Patrick Ewing, without Hakeem Olajuwon, without Charles Barkley. He'd average 40.
He would.
So at some point, LeBron's gonna have to catch some heat for being the best loser of all time.
Ouch! Burn.
I didn't mean it like that, but I'm just
apply gauze.
I do not like LeBron.
I can tell. I can see it in your eyes.
You know why, right? This summer.
I'm taking my talents.
This is tough. I'm taking my talents to South Beach and joining the Miami Heat.
But one good thing is he did raise $3 million for Boys and Girls Clubs, and we got nothing of that.
Yeah, I really thought we were getting him.
I didn't.
I thought he was gonna say this summer. This is tough. Pull out his Rockefeller chain. Throw the diamond.
That's the only reason why we got a meeting.
Yeah.
Well, it's because of Hove.
Apparently, if we would have, I read somewhere that if the Brooklyn move would have happened sooner, he would have came. It would have been hard to go to New Jersey for 2 years. I get that.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it at the time, but I definitely understand it.
But back to my point, he's got to win some.
So then, where do you put him on the Pantheon or Mount Rushmore of?
He's not on my Mount Rushmore.
Really?
No.
Oh boy, that's tough.
He's not. I could give you my Mount Rushmore is Jordan, Kobe. He's got 5.
No, I know. I'm not. Don't worry. I'll.
I'm not gonna go into guys that like Hakeem. I mean not Hakeem. The
Guys you saw.
Yeah, the guy from the Lakers. I'm a little bit younger than you, so what's the center?
Keep going with your damn top 5.
Kareem. Shaq. Shaq was the most dominant player I've ever seen. And then I'd put somebody like another big like Hakeem or Magic or Larry Bird.
Tim Duncan. I love him.
Tim Duncan won 5 championships in the West.
Yeah.
Battling, Chris Webber, battling T-Mac and
Shaq.
Battling Shaq.
Dallas. Yeah. He did it all.
Battling Dirk. He played in
He's one of my top 5. Because I never put people I didn't watch. Like, I can't even put Magic and Bird.
What about Pistol Pete? Is he in your top 5? Like,
I'm going to throw my oatmeal cookie at you in a minute.
Is he in your Mount Rushmore?
Who?
LeBron.
I have to put him.
You have to because you want to sound like you have
No,
sense.
I don't know how he's not. I mean, okay, yes, Jordan, Kobe, Tim Duncan, him, and Shaq. I mean, I don't know how you don't. First of all, statistically, he might be the greatest player of all time. He's slowly approaching that milestone. He's the most dominant player in the game.
But how could you say that? And he takes L's after L's in the finals. You can't be the most dominant. He's the most dominant in one of the weakest conferences ever. The East is terrible, and it's been terrible under his watch.
I think he still goes down as one of the 2 or 3 greatest players.
Yeah, because
I don't want to go into numbers, just
because the numbers are on his side, and I get that. Listen, you can
But
only do.
All right, so then, do the Buffalo Bills not get any respect because they lost 4 straight Super Bowls?
I didn't even know they made 4 straight Super Bowls. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but yeah, like you make 30 for 30s for how they blew 4 Super Bowls, right? Eli beat who? Tom Brady, and Tom Brady and his Patriots were 16-0. You know what I mean? Like those are the losers. LeBron is the greatest player who lost possibly 8 finals in a row. I mean, 8 finals in his career.
We're really not putting LeBron.
I'm gonna give you my 3 reasons why. First, he choked badly in a finals that he was in his prime.
Versus Dallas.
Like
that's because he only had 3 quarters.
2007, I gave him a pass. Right? That
team. Well, he lost there too.
Yeah, 11,
but they had nobody.
Right? 11, he choked. He had a better roster. They were favorites.
Okay.
He was in his prime and he choked. So I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. The second thing is he doesn't pass like the real NBA fan eye test. Like he's afraid of the big shot.
At times, yeah.
At times, right?
Yes.
How many times does he come up and, all right, this is the moment, 1-on-1, like the best defender versus him, take that shot, and he'll pass it to Mike Miller or...
well, that's what he got nailed for versus Dallas.
Last year, too. That series flips if they win, what was it, Game 3 or Game 2, and it would have been a 1-1 series.
And then after he did that, he went ahead and he got his, and nobody else got theirs.
But he got his when they were being blown out, and they were letting him get his.
Yeah,
that was their strategy. So those are the top 2 reasons, and the third reason, he's just not gonna be on the Mount Rushmore is because like someone has to be able to say he loses in the finals too much.
He has 3 rings.
So
what's
3 rings?
3 and 4?
3 and 6.
He hasn't been to 9 NBA finals.
3 and 5, I think. He lost to Golden State twice, San Antonio twice, and Dallas.
He is 3 and 5.
3 and 5, and every year, what do we keep saying? He's got the best roster he's ever had, and then they get off to slow starts, and what do people say? Oh, he's got a bad roster.
He does not have a bad roster.
No,
I don't even want to hear that from anyone.
And how many times he controls? Like he puts all of these teams, he strangleholds them. I might leave. I might stay. I'm only signing 1-year deals. Like
that's why I'm surprised they traded Kyrie. I am because this is going to go bad quickly because all those guys are out. You know, they're going to have J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, and Kevin Love, and they're going to have nothing.
That's going to be terrible.
No, they have our pick. It'll probably be Michael Porter or Beagley, whatever the heck his name is, and
if they, our pick right now isn't top 5. There's teams worse than us, right? But let's just say somebody says, all right, you know what? I'll take a top 10 pick. That's their only way they go back. They have a shot at winning the finals if they get DeMarcus Cousins.
They have to trade that pick for something. They have to.
Even with Isaiah Thomas, they're losing in 5.
Yeah, they're not beating the Warriors.
No, they're losing. And
everyone's got to be healthy and clicking, and it's got to be a team game and not just LeBron and a bunch of.
See when you have a few championships, you don't have to. You could lose a game to Boston on a Friday night, right? So the other night when it was a big deal for the Celtics to win, it was no big deal for the Warriors. Been there, done that. So it's not a big deal, but they're still 11-4. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a dynasty.
Yeah. So
and the way they were built, and I finished the book about their whole analytics and all that stuff. Unbelievable how that team operates.
No, they were. I don't give a crap what anybody says. They were built by Sherlock.
No, that's not true.
That's not fair to say.
No.
But Draymond, no one knew. You don't. They would.
You draft people, and then you put a staff together that develops and trains and coaches.
True.
I mean,
but here's my, and I'm not gonna say luck, but I'm just gonna be a fan right now and tell you why I think it's luck. Draymond, that was sort of luck, right?
It's not luck.
Not luck, but anybody else could have drafted him, and they don't win any championships without Draymond.
I agree.
That's our pick. We could have drafted.
And
Draymond.
In the second round, he was a steal.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Steve Kerr agreed to be the Knicks head coach. Remember, he verbally agreed with Phil Jackson. They had a gentleman's agreement, and then he.
And then he ran because he's a smart man.
But I'm just saying, you blow that, you don't overpay him. He's gone. They clearly were good enough to win the year before a little bit more when they lost to San Antonio or LA. They lost to one of them in the West in the semifinals.
That was a Mark Jackson team, right?
Yeah. So those are 2 moves right there. Curry's ankles were worse than our ankles. Like he was quick to being called not a bust, but a player that that's why he signed such a small money deal. And then Klay Thompson with the 11th pick. Imagine if he went to Cleveland instead of Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, but
again, I give them credit for the Klay Thompson trade, but a lot of the other stuff was just kind of like if Curry doesn't.
It was built organically, which is why to me it's not luck.
No.
And
I give you credit for that.
You know what Kerr has done since getting there, and that offense, and players have to buy into playing like that.
Yeah. Iguodala was a big move.
Yeah, and he was there before all of it because they signed him.
No, he came from Denver, right?
But they signed him to
they signed
a 5-year or 4-year deal, whatever it was.
That was a great signing, but a lot of things went their way.
I mean, Kerr was able to say, you know what, Iguodala, you're better served off the bench. Go ahead, Finals MVP the first year.
Right.
That's not luck. That's player development. No. That's good coaching. That's a system that is tailor-made to fit that team. And now it's just – and they win titles without Durant.
Right, but if I would have told you this when they – if I would have gave you their scouting report today when they all first got together, you look at me like I was crazy. Right?
But that's the beauty
it's
of –
not like Boston now that got a bunch of top 5 picks, put them together, and then made a big trade. They did this super organically. Like a lot of it went really well for them.
What hat are you wearing right now?
Houston Astros hat.
How'd they do it? Super organically.
Yeah.
Do you not want to give?
I'm a Yankee fan, by the way.
I know. No, he's not. He's really an Astros. He jumped ship once the Astros beat the Yankees.
No, once Altuve won the MVP, I figured. Me and him are the same height.
I think you're taller.
Yeah, probably.
Now you made me lose my train of thought. But do you not give any credit to scouting departments and player development and whatnot? So it's not luck. It's skill. There's a system in place in Golden State. Download the Audible app. I'm going to send you the damn book.
Okay.
And it's 10 hours of your life that you're not going to regret. And they took analytics and they spun it into what they have right now.
So they analytic